Hey, fire signs, and welcome to your daily love reading. This is for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, let's see what you guys got going on in love today. All right, the Arrow Master, hitting the mark, intention, detachment. That card always reminds me of Sagittarius with that archer. Shooting your arrow, hitting your mark. Let's see what all entails for you. So, it says, the Arrow Master appears to help you target your intentions and teaches you how to shoot straight for the stars. This message is to be deliberate about focusing your dreams and desires within intention and aligning your intention with spirit. Then let them fly to the wind, directed to the divine until you reach your goal. The only way to hit the target is to allow the arrow of intention to fly unencumbered by your eagerness to see it travel exactly the way you want it to go. You may think it needs to veer a certain way to reach your goal, but in the invisible realms, human power cannot make this happen. The divine has its own idea of how the arrow flies and upon what wind it's carried. Nonetheless, if you don't shoot, you'll never score. This is a fortunate message as long as you remember the law of detachment. If you do, then you'll be assured to be right on point. So what you guys are setting your intentions on is what you're getting. How great is that? All right, fire signs. What do you got going on in love today? You have the Six of Swords and the Page of Cups. The energy of the connection. Oh, there's quite a few. Oh my goodness. The energy of the connection is the King of Swords. Spirit's advice. Spirit's advice. Is the Tower. And the potential outcome of the day is the Three of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles, clarified with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Temperance underneath that. Wowee. All right, fire signs. So you're moving on from something that's really had your head wrapped around it for quite some time. Walking away from something that wasn't worth the fight that you felt any longer. Let's see what the Six of Swords is all about. Really not demanding, but making it be known to anybody in your life what you need out of the connection, and if they're not able to meet the expectations, a lot of you are moving forward. You're wanting the focus, the attention to be on the connection, no longer wanting to share this person with anything or anyone else's investment. You could be moving away from the energy of like struggle as well, like financially, constantly having to, live paycheck to paycheck, having to shuffle around your money to make things work. You're really leaving that behind. The Page of Cups is here with the Tower. So, by you standing up for yourself, by you drawing the line in the sand, by you no longer putting up with people that are not contributing equal. You could be dealing with somebody who you're in a situation with where they're not financially contributing equally to you as what you are. And you're really tired of that. And you're moving on from that energy. Letting this person know that you're no longer going to pay all the bills. You're no longer going to buy everything every time you go somewhere. Like there's some sort of financial imbalance here as well. And what they have to offer isn't enough right now, which is really by you delivering this news to them, it's really bringing their little world down. They think, well, let me get one more on this. Tell me more about the Tower. Tell me more about the Tower. One more, please. Thank you. Yeah, the Four of Cups. Yeah, they're really not wanting to put fully into this connection as much as you are, whether it be emotionally or financially. They don't see all that you do for them. They only see this one thing, and they don't bother to look around and see what else is going on. And you really are tired of that, fire signs. You're really going to come forward with the truth. You're going to back it up with action. Why is the King of Swords here? Right now, there could be kind of this cold energy between the two of you, not really speaking much because of these constant arguments over who's investing more in this connection. With the Four of Pentacles, they're being greedy, or they're being very stingy, or this is you. You guys could have the Ten of Pentacles if you wanted, but you have to set your intention on growing, on building this together by both of you equally putting into the relationship. But whoever is not wanting to give up their money towards the greater good of the two of you to equally put into the relationship as far as finances go, there's some action going to be taken. This person, you could also be asking this person for help financially within the relationship, and they're like mad you would even ask, even though they live there as well. Yeah, let me have one more on that. I'm not really understanding. Yeah, the Knight of Cups and the Five of Cups. Yeah, they're thinking, or one of you is only thinking they have, their love should be enough. Like, they don't feel like they should have to pay for half of it, whatever. They don't think they should have to invest this much in the connection. They don't feel like they should have to spend this much time within the relationship. Well, you've had it, like, financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You're really sick of always providing more, putting more time into the connection, putting more heart into the connection, putting more money into the ability for you two to live comfortably. And Spirit's advice is to let this fall, let this happen, let the tower crumble, because it's not working. And if it's not working today, and it wasn't working yesterday, it's not going to work tomorrow if you don't take away the factor that makes it not able to work. So letting this person know what you need from the connection, and if they're not willing to give it, you're going, is going to bring down their world. But it's going to eliminate, when the tower comes down, it's going to eliminate what wasn't working in the connection, so the two of you can then go forward and be happy again. This is really draining the relationship. Why is the tower here for the advice? Allowing the universe to take out of the equation what is not fitting for you guys. Sometimes it's just best to lay the truth out there and then walk away with the Five of Swords. You have to do what's best for you. You have to be able to sit here on your throne and be the queen. And you can't do that when you're running around trying to do everything for everybody. Sometimes you got to be selfish and do what's best for you, even if that brings other people's worlds down. It has to be done. Because if you don't, eventually it's just going to get worse and worse and worse, and to the point where it's going to explode rather than crumble. Why is the Three of Cups here? Once you get that out in the air, once it's spoken, once the two of you can sit down and talk and work this out, I do feel they're going to change their mind. I do feel they're going to start to contribute a little more. Why is the Three of Cups here on the potential outcome? Way too many. One, please, for the Three of Cups for fire signs. Thank you. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, they may come off very defensive, but you got to stand up for your position. You got to stand up for your own happiness. If you're being drained because you're putting in more than the other person, there's no way to be happy. You need to stand for what you're saying. You need to draw that hard line. And then once you do, you'll be able to be replenished with your energy again. You won't be so drained. And it will ultimately bring you happiness. Somebody needs a big wake-up call here, and I feel it's your other person, especially if you're dealing with an earth sign. There's this like poverty conscious energy that is just weighing on them. They're scared to invest. They're scared to lose money. They could have come out of a relationship where they lost a lot of money with this judgment in a court. But they need to hear the truth in order for you to get out of this lack energy between the connection. Because they do love you. There is a lot of love here. There's an opportunity to increase the love between the two of you. There's this new opportunity, this new beginning. After the old energy between the two of you is wiped clean, is taken out, is crumbles, the two of you can really focus again on your emotions, on the love that you feel for each other. And it's the truth has to be said. There's going to be some clarity here on their part. They're going to see your opinion. They're going to see your standpoint on this. They're going to see what you're talking about because there's a little bit of immaturity difference here. So they didn't even realize really what you contributed to the connection. They're going to realize how happy you made them and how much you actually do for them. But right now, they're not. They have the Four of Cups, the Four of Pentacles. They're not seeing it. They're just too tight holding on to their own energy, their own emotions, their own finances. But when you put this all out there and speak truthfully with them, they have the option to either contribute or you're moving on. And I do think it's going to make them realize how much love that they do share for you and see that you have been contributing a lot. There is an awareness here now. There is a truth coming out, and the two of you can move forward, starting over with this relationship in a more balanced way, just wiping the slate clean and really leaving this energy behind. Just focusing on the truth and love of this connection and allowing all the negative and all the holding back and resisting, letting that all go. It's all going to change. And ultimately, by you standing your ground, fire signs, it is going to bring you joy and happiness. So set your intentions. Let them know what you want. Let the divine know what you want and know it's going to come in for you. But you got to be strong in your conviction and your intention and see it on through. So, all right, fire signs, I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless.